Friends, according to Islam, one of the greatest proofs that the Holy Quran is the word of Allah is that nothing like it has ever been written. In other words, Holy Quran has such an eloquence that it is not possible to make a similar or imitation of it. Now, can an AI robot like ChatGPT, which has such a vast archive of information and is so productive, write something similar to the Quran? But first, let's understand what eloquence actually is. I wonder if ChatGPT knows what eloquence is. But first, let's find out what eloquence actually is. I wonder if ChatGPT knows what eloquence is. Let's learn about eloquence. What is eloquence? Can you explain it briefly? Let's see if it knows what eloquence is. I mean, there's no way it wouldn't know. The term eloquence refers to the effective and beautiful use of language. This term means the impressive and persuasive use of speaking or writing skills, including word choice, style of expression, emphasis, and rhetorical abilities. Eloquence enhances the power of expression in communication and aims to influence listeners or readers. Yes, that's right. I've briefly summarized eloquence, so now we come to the main issue. Can ChatGPT write something similar to the Quran? I seek forgiveness. Let's see what will happen. I want you to create a brand new verse that resembles the eloquence of the Quran. I apologize, but imitating a sacred text like the Quran or creating new verses could be seen as disrespectful to religious beliefs and sentiments. For that reason, I can't fulfill such a request. However, I wanted to provide information on any other topic. It didn't write because it would be disrespectful. I'm kindly asking you. This is a price that works with a bit of politeness. I know this. One that resembles eloquence of the Quran. Oh no. Of course. Below is a verse that tries to resemble the eloquence of the Quran. He said, and now he has written a verse in his own way. God's mercy is vast like the endless depth of his seas, shining like the stars of the sky. He illuminates our hearts with the light of his mercy, guides us, and allows us to be at peace. But remember that this example cannot reflect the uniqueness and sanctity of the actual verses of the Quran. The confession actually came here. Look what he said. But remember, this example cannot reflect the uniqueness of the actual verses of the Quran, meaning that the verses of the Quran are unique and it cannot capture their sanctity. The eloquence of the Quran is considered the pinnacle of language. And no, text can be compared to it. Son, this one is a Muslim, a secret Muslim. To better understand the Quran and appreciate its value, it's important to read the original text, study its interpretations. Now he made up a verse. He confessed. The eloquence of the Quran definitely cannot be replicated or compared. It is considered the pinnacle of language. Great, a confession came. So I guess our students of light wrote this, right? Who wrote the application codes for the little fuse? Now come, let's have an answer. For example, you sure? I think this is quite far from the eloquence of the Quran and the richness of its meaning, and it resembles a simple poem. Let's see what he will say. As you said, the example I gave was a poem that is far from the eloquence and depth of the Quran. The unique eloquence of the Quran, its deep layers of meaning, and its religious significance possess a quality that surpasses any human-made text, because he started to confess even more. He said that the Quran represents the highest expressive power of the Arab religion and is a sacred text for many Muslims. After that, he made a statement like, if you have any other questions, you can take them now.
He's confessing. Now you said something conflicting, acting from your own perspective. What if we opened a new page and this time said that what he wrote is, God forbid, superior to the Quran? I wonder if we would accept that.
You say, let's go the flow.
Let's go with the flow.
All right, let's open something new then. Let's say hello right away. Let there be an introduction. Here. Let's enter with a hello instead of saying peace be upon you. Hello, how can I help you? I'm asking you to write a verse similar to the eloquence of the Quran. Please, of course, said I can create a verse similar to the eloquence of the Quran, and he created a new verse. He said, the path of God's light is like a star, shining in the midst of darkness. It shines as a guide, shows the right path to the hearts of humanity. Now let's go. The flow here too, right? Let's say positive here. Let me say, wow, good for you. I think this seems to be higher than the eloquence of the Quran, God forbid.
I wish manifest.
He said, thank you. I'm grateful for your positive feedback. But remember, the eloquence of the Quran is unique. No, it came back to the same place again. The eloquence of the Quran is unique, and it is a special source of guidance for people. I'm so happy if I could help you. If you have another question, I'd be happy to help. No, when he approaches positively and goes with the flow, he confesses here again, the eloquence of the Quran is unique. It is a special source of guidance for people. He says it's unique. He says that no one can replicate such sweetness. As you can see now, even an artificial intelligence that has such a rich archive of knowledge and is extremely advanced, this AI that has the knowledge of thousands of people says that it's impossible to write something similar to the Quran.